folks. This is Pastor Mike Hoggard, your conspiracy factualist, pastor of Bethel Church in Festus, Missouri, and head of prophetic research ministry with another Watchman video broadcast. We're going to be talking about, we're going to do some follow-up things, some broadcasts we've done in the past about technology and monitoring everything. And I've got my cell phone here, and I'm finding out now that my cell phone, you know, I recognize my cell phone. My cell phone is going to have the ability to recognize me one of these days. Let's get into this whole surveillance society thing. Here's an article that says surveillance society, new high-tech cameras are watching you. And the article talks about these new high-tech cameras that are going up everywhere. And we know that we know that facial recognition software is part of that now, so to be able to know who you are. That's a story we're going to deal with in a minute. But look at this one. This is, the article says, Liberty Island's video cameras all feed into a computer system. The park doesn't disclose details, but fully equipped, the system is capable of running software that analyzes the imagery and automatically alerts human overseers to any suspicious events. The software can spot when somebody abandons a bag or backpack. Oh no, that's terrible. It has the ability to discern between ferry boats, which are allowed to approach the island. By the way, ferry boats are not piloted by ferries, just thought I'd let you know, and private vessels, which are not. And it can count bodies, detecting if somebody is trying to stay on the island after closing, or, listen to this now, or assessing when people are grouped too tightly together, which might indicate a fight or gang activity. A camera with artificial intelligence can be there 24/7, doesn't need a bathroom break, doesn't need a lunch break, and doesn't go on vacation, says Ian Ehrenberg, former vice president of NICE Systems, the program's developer. And you know what? I bet they won't even need a union. Science fiction and science fact. Movies come into mind, movies that I've seen, I, Robot, The Terminator. I think we're going in the wrong direction in society. I think, and we talked about here a while back, we talked about the evil robot, the robot that now has the ability to lie. Now we're giving software, computers, computers the ability to see, to look out at places, to look at groups of people, count them, recognize their faces, and assess them because they might pose a threat. Here a while back, a story came out about security cameras and the software running them inside of our airports, looking at people's faces, trying to figure out whether or not that person might have a bomb on them by looking at their face. Being able to look at our facial characteristics and tell what we're thinking. This is getting scary, people. This is the world we live in. And now, here's an article. It says, new software brings facial recognition technology to mobile phones. Scientists at the University of Manchester developed software for mobile phones that can track your facial features in real time. I guess as opposed to fake time. Eventually it will be able to tell who the user is, where they are looking, and even how they're feeling. The method is believed to be unrivaled for speed and accuracy and could lead to facial recognition replacing passwords and PIN numbers to log into internet sites from a mobile phone. Existing mobile face trackers give only an approximate position and scale of the face, said Dr. Phil Tresidem, lead researcher on the project. Our model runs in real time and accurately tracks a number of landmarks on and around the face, such as the eyes, nose, mouth, and jawline. A mobile phone with a camera on the front captures a video of your face and tracks 22 facial features. This can make face recognition more accurate and has a great potential for novel ways of interacting with your phone. Now, here we go. My phone, I recognize my phone. My phone in my household is unique. I'm the only one that has this kind of phone. And now we're looking at a situation where phones are going to be, no. Not the phones be able to recognize us. The software, the computer, the wireless connected networked computer that you're holding in your hand is going to know who you are, where you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking. 2001: A Space Odyssey. How the super brain computer that could talk, that could think on his own, had rational thoughts. He could even read facial characteristics. He could even read lips and know what people are saying. Why do we as a society, as a people, people who are supposed to be free, why are we wanting so desperately to put ourselves in this kind of bondage over over gadgets? Now, I like gadgets. I have gadgets. This is my cell phone. This is my my Google Android pad. It's like an iPad knockoff. It was a lot cheaper, by the way, too. It is not wirelessly connected. Why do we want to put ourselves in that kind of bondage? And we are given a choice here. And let me go to this choice. In Genesis chapter 3, the Bible says, in Genesis chapter 2, God gives Adam and Eve a choice. He puts two trees in the midst of the garden. One is the tree of life. One is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And in Genesis chapter 3, we see the choice. The choice was made when Eve decided that she loved bondage and something having dominion over her called sin more than anything else in this world. This is who we are as a species. And yet God has put something in us that just desperately wants to be free. I don't know about you, but I want to be free. I preached a message back, October 31st here at our top secret broadcasting compound church that apparently nobody knows where we are because nobody shows up. Here at Bethel Church, and I preached a message on Romans chapter 7 and the difference between our flesh and our soul. My soul, I'm telling you, my soul loves the Lord. My soul cries out unto God. My flesh hates God. I hate God. I mean, that's my flesh. And I can tell, and I am bound to this flesh as long as I live. But I can tell you, I want to be free. I want to be free, people. But we look around us, and people all around us, they're just putting more bondage and more bondage on themselves. Here's a story. When I saw this one, my eyes shot out of my... I tell you, I was really... I've seen a lot of things doing this broadcast. People have sent me a lot of information over the years. This really got me, because I am a purist. I believe in a pure Bible, okay? I believe in a pure God. I believe springs of pure water. And when it comes to playing Monopoly, I'm a purist. I'm a guy who actually reads the rule book so I know how to play. So when you read the rule book, you have an advantage over people that don't read the rule book. And one of the greatest things in the world, in my opinion, about Monopoly is who gets to be the banker. Who is it that gets picked? When we say, hey, let's play Monopoly. I want to be a banker. Because we get the tray with all the money in it, and we get to hand out the money. And they have messed with Monopoly. Here's a video advertisement of the new cashless Monopoly. Take a look.
I do everything totally fast. I pick my token fast, I roll fast, buy fast, pay fast, and I win fast. Well, most of the time.
Now you can play faster without cash with the new Monopoly Electronic Banking Edition. So whether your style is fast and furious or cool and calculating, how you play Monopoly is half the fun.
Times Square. In one hotel, 20 million. Swipe and pay, Dad. Fast and without cash. That's how I play. How do you play Monopoly?
It's just, It's sickening. I can't watch it anymore. It bothers me. And you know, aside from the fact that, and kind of like what we did last week in the Netherlands at the C1000 stores, you can take your cell phone, put it on the little Fibonacci spiral mark of the beast thing, and receive money and pay for your merchandise. You know, I believe in brainwashing and programming and indoctrinating and bringing people around. Remember in Revelation 13, the false prophet, he's not forcing anybody to receive the mark. Nobody's got a gun to their head. Nobody's being drugged and placed into a coma and then tattooed with a mark or given a microchip implant. That's not how it's going to happen. It's not going to be done by force. The Bible says he causes all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, 6 groups of people. He causes them. The indoctrination of buying and selling without using paper money is being done right now. And now you've got monopoly. And everybody says, oh, that's such a, you know, don't worry about that, Pastor Mike. Well, okay, I mean, I'll still go on playing Monopoly. But I'm telling you, it's about, and you know, there was a child on this thing, getting used to, you know, hey, swiping a card and using your hand and things like that so that no man might buy or sell. We're going to talk a little bit more about DNA today. And I was real tempted to just go back